people? Nobody in here yet, but what's going on? How's everybody doing? How's it? What's it do? What's it? Hey, Kojak, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Kojak. What's going on? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to be doing another follower draft today. That is our plan. We're going to be doing a follower draft today. 200 people on Instagram. Y'all just coming in the beginning and then leave. But we're doing a follower draft today. If you want to get into a follower draft with me, stick around. I'm going to tell you how to do it here shortly. We're going to be doing it over on Underdog. So if you want to get ahead of the game, head on over to Underdog. Download the app. Use code TCO when you sign up, because that way you're going to get your first deposit doubled up to $1,000 in a free pick. So head on over to Underdog, download the app, and we're going to be doing a follower draft here shortly. That is the plan of attack. That is what we're going to do. Just, if you want to get in, let me tell you right now, just go download Underdog. Saints tight end Juwan Johnson left practice today with a groin injury. Just got that news that Juwan Johnson is dealing with a groin injury. So if you're here, you're the first person to hear that. Yep. So, yeah, we're going to be doing a follower draft here shortly. If you want to join, first of all, head on over to Underdog, download Underdog, use code TCO. That's going to get you set up, you know, for you to join. Underdog still hasn't fixed it where they're doing like the private drafts yet, so we're going to be doing it the same way. We're all just going to join the draft at the same time, but it works. So if you want to get into a draft with me, go download Underdog and use code TCO. Use code TCO, go download Underdog, and that's going to put you in a position where you can join a draft with me. The Saints have agreed to terms with free agent tackle Jonathan Mendoza. A bunch of Saints news right now, I guess. Okay. How much to enter? We're going to do either a $3 draft or a $5 draft. The code is TCO. Yes, use code TCO on Underdog. That way you're going to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. So make sure you use code TCO. I have to put money in my Underdog account. We're running out of money in there. But we're going to be joining one of these shortly. I'm going to have to wait because these ones are kind of full right now. So we're waiting for people. We're waiting for some more people to get in here. But we're going to start in about 2 minutes. We'll start in about 2 minutes. I'm going to join one of these, and then I'm going to tell you guys how to get into it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So if you're ready to draft, get ready. If you've already been in a draft with me, don't get into another. Give some other people an opportunity to get into a draft with me. Don't hog all the spots. Don't be a hog. Nobody likes that. Don't be a hog. You know, let other people get in, and that's what we're going to do. So if you want to get into a draft, go download Underdog. Use code TCO. That way, you're going to get your money doubled. So if you want, you could eventually join another draft if you want. Hog Rider. But yeah, make sure you go ahead and download Underdog Fantasy. Use code TCO. Yes, but we're going to be starting here shortly. I'm trying to wait for one of these drafts on here to have no people in it. That way I can join it and, you know, everybody can get into it. That's the goal here. But none of them are getting full is the issue I'm seeing. This one has 4 people in it, so we'd only be able to have 5 plus 7 is 12. So we'd only be able to have 7 followers. That's no fun. Ooh, we might have to do a $10 draft, ladies and gentlemen. We might have no choice but to do a $10 draft. There's a $10 one. There's a $10 one, yeah, with no one in it. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. We might have no choice but to do a $10 draft today because the $3 and the $5 are full. We might have no choice. I keep refreshing it, hoping that one of them is going to fill up. But at the moment, I don't think one's going to fill up. I think we're going to have no choice, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to... Okay, we're doing a $10 draft, ladies and gentlemen. I'm entering it. Okay, if you want to watch the draft or follow along, it is going to be over on Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you want to join the draft, we are in a 10-person... No, not 10-person. I'm sorry. The 12-person $10 draft on Underdog. That is what we are in. If you want to get into a draft with me, listen up, listen now. We are in a 12-person $10 league on Underdog. If you go on Underdog and you scroll down on NFL drafts and you see the $10 section and it says 12 people, there's currently 5 people in the draft. That is where we are drafting. It is a $10 buy-in. If you want to join, head on over to Underdog. Use code TCO. That way you get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. And then go under the NFL draft section and head on over to the $10 section and join the 12-person one. We currently have 6 more spots. We have 6 more spots, ladies and gentlemen. 6 more spots. 5 more spots. 5 more spots. It is filling up quickly. It is filling up quickly. We are in the $10 draft. We are in the $10 draft under 12-person on Underdog. 5 more spots. 5 more spots. Head on over there if you want to join. Yeah, we got 5 more spots. So if you want to do it, that's what you got to do. You got to head on over to Underdog, use code TCO, join the 12-person $10 draft. 4 more spots. 4 more spots. 4 more spots. I have to put more money into my Underdog account. I got no money in my account. This is bad. I gotta get some more money in there. That's not good. But 4 more spots. We're under the 12-person. I'm gonna keep repeating myself until it's full. We are in the 12-person $10 draft over on Underdog. We have 3 more spots now. 3 more spots. We are going to be putting some money on it. We gonna put some money on it. That's what we're doing right now. We're doing our 3rd fantasy follower draft. If you don't get in today, don't worry. We're going to be doing a bunch of drafts tomorrow. But you still have an opportunity to get in today. There are 3 more spots. 3 more spots for people to get into. We are currently 2 more spots. 1 more spot. 1 more spot. 1 more lucky person is going to get in. Let's see who it is. 1 more spot. Head on over to Underdog. Use code TCO when you sign up. Get your first deposit matched up to $1,000 and join the 12-person $10 draft. That is what we are sitting in. There is 1 more spot. 1 more spot and it will start. So there is 1 more person who can join this. Who will it be? I don't know. But it's going to fill up here any second now. TCO, name an NFL player for an edit. Name an NFL player for an edit. Name an NFL player for an edit. I want a fun one. Who's can make a fun edit? I want like a fun dance. Give me an Amon-Ra St. Brown edit. And it's full. It is full, ladies and gentlemen. We got St. Raz, Kojak, Cherry Butler, Pat Nation, Dial In, Matthew, Stabila, Nuke, Captain Jerry, D-Gate, FF Felix. So that's what we got in here right now. And yeah, so if you didn't get into today's draft, don't worry. We're drafting from the 109. I think, I could be wrong. I think we drafted from pick 9 yesterday. I'm pretty sure. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let's see how pick 9 goes. Oh my God, I forget that everything's inverted on TikTok, so everything's gonna be backwards over there, but oh well. Yeah, so if you didn't get in today's draft, don't worry. It is okay. We're going to be doing a very, very, very long stream at 7 p.m. tomorrow for the Hall of Fame game. You can join up then, and we are going to be doing drafts all night, probably 6, 7 of them. We're probably be doing 6, 7 drafts all night through the Hall of Fame game. Should be fun night. And, yeah, football's back tomorrow. So if you didn't get in and you want to get ahead of the game, head on over to Underdog. Sign up, use code TCO when you sign up so that you can deposit your first amount of money, and that amount of money is going to get doubled. That's just going to help you. Everybody wants to get their money doubled. And, yeah, do that. Get the Underdog app, and then join up on the live stream tomorrow, and you should be able to get in. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to get in. But the draft is started. Jamar Chase goes at 1, Saquon goes at 2, Bijan goes at 3, and if you want to watch this draft, you know, if you want to watch the Underdog draft that I am currently in, head on over to Twitch. Head on over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Oh my God, I don't even have the chat pulled up. I'm sorry. I didn't even have the chat pulled up for Twitch. What are y'all saying over here? Just got 4 ads. I'm so sorry. If you want to watch the draft, you can head on over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Over there, I'm showing the draft, and I'm about to be up on the clock here. Oh, come on. I want to get him. Oh my God, who just took Lamar Jackson at 8? What are you doing? I'm taking Christian McCaffrey. I have no shares of Christian McCaffrey yet this year. Give me Christian McCaffrey. We were taking Christian McCaffrey with the 109. CMC. That's what we like to see. Christian McCaffrey with our first overall pick. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love that. Love that. Okay. Bang. We start off with a running back. I think the strategy this year in fantasy football is to start off with running backs. I think that's the move. I think running back just you run out of them so quickly. The elite running backs just leave so fast. And there's so much depth at wide receiver. You can get a good wide receiver in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. There's guys in the 8th. I love Deebo Samuel back there. I mean, there's a lot of receivers you can get much later on. So I'm not worried about it. Did I just see... Is that true? Did I see... I thought I just saw a report, making sure if it's... Oh my God, I'm on the clock. Okay, back on the clock. I hate all these guys. I don't want any of these guys. Nico Collins, Amon-Ra. You know what? I was talking about Amon-Ra earlier. We got no Amon-Ra stock. Maybe we should get some... Let's get Amon-Ra. Get Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra's always fun. CMC and Amon-Ra, that's a fun start. I like that. That's a fun start. That's not a terrible start to this team. That's, some high upside. I like it. Not bad. Not bad whatsoever. Right now, we are currently doing a follower draft. If you want to watch it, head on over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. I'm showing the draft over there so that you're able to, you can go through and see every pick that we're making. And, yeah, you can go over there and see every pick that you're making. Okay, let me take back what I said before. I don't hate those guys at the back or beginning of the second round. I don't hate those guys. Nico Collins, Lab McConkey, Amon-Ra, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs. I don't hate those guys. But I definitely feel like there's a tier drop-off after pick like 10, 11. After the Devon Achans and the CMCs and Brian Thomas Jr.'s of the world and Malik Neighbors, after those guys get drafted, I feel like there's a bit of a tier drop-off. I love Nico Collins. He's going to be great. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to be great. But I feel like there's a little bit of a tier drop-off. But if you didn't get into today's follower draft, do not worry. I know a lot of you guys didn't get in. That's okay. We're going to be doing a bunch of follower drafts tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. We're going to be drafting late into the night. We're going to try to get everybody into a league tomorrow. That is the goal. And then if you don't even get in tomorrow night, don't worry because we're going to be going live again next week starting on Monday. And, yeah, we're going to be doing just as many of these as we possibly can. That's the goal. We're going to be doing these every single day until the season gets here. And if you're not in the draft... That's okay. Head on over to Twitch. At TCO Fantasy Show. Over there, you'll be able to watch the draft. You'll be able to watch it. I'm showing it over there because, Twitch, I'm able to show it over there. TikTok, I obviously can't show it. And Instagram, I obviously can't show it. These are phones. But, yeah, head on over there to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Head on over there. Because if you do... you'll be able to watch the draft. But we're going to be back up on the clock here in 3 picks. T. Higgins goes. Chase Brown goes. I see Marvin Harrison Jr. I see Garrett Wilson. I see Devontae Adams. I still see Josh Allen. Breece Hall, Lamarian Hampton, Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans. These are all the guys who are on the board. What app is this on? This is on Underdog. Head on over to Underdog. Use code TCO. Sign up. Go on over there. If you get it, you'll be able to draft with me. Jackson Smith and Jigba goes. I love me some JSN. Garrett Wilson goes. Let's see what Nuke does. What is Nuke going to do? What will he do? What will they do? I see so many different ways we can go here. So many different things. You take Amari and Hampton. Damn it. Now I have to make a decision now. Do I take Marvin Harrison Jr., Josh Allen, or Breece Hall? I'm going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. I love what I've been seeing in all the camp videos, man. Give me Marvin Harrison Jr. To pair up with Amon-Ra, I just think that's freaking nasty. It's a good pick. Dude, look at this team. This team could be absolutely gross. If this was a redraft team, this team could be absolutely gross. Christian McCaffrey, Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison Jr. Whoof! Whoof! That could be nasty. Nasty. Dirty. Dirty, dirty. I probably should have went. I don't mind. Like, Josh Allen or Marvin Harrison Jr. was a decision there. That was a decision. But I saw somebody yesterday pull out a really good late QB strat, and I might try to copy it. That might be what I'm trying to do today. We're gonna see. We're testing out like a new strategy every single day when we do these drafts because we can. Best ball. That's the fun part with best ball. I can do 100 of these drafts. It doesn't matter. I can do as many as I want. Keep testing out different strategies so that when redraft comes around, it'll make my life significantly easier. I'll make your life significantly easier. I'll make all of our lives significantly easier. So that's why we do these. I like the best ball, and it gets you guys into a league with me. It's fun. I'd wait a little and take Jaden Daniels. I don't think there's a such thing as waiting a little. I think Jaden Daniels will be gone by the time my next pick is up. We'll see. We'll see. What are the running backs looking like right now? That's my question. James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Chuba, Connor, Travion. There's definitely a tier drop off there. Definitely a tear drop off at running back. And there you go. Jaden Daniels goes right there, as I thought. So at the top of the board, you got Devontae Adams, Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, George Kittle, Tedero McMillan, Xavier Worthy, DJ Moore, James Cook. That's what you got on the board. I'm going to go James Cook. I think getting James Cook here is a steal. I think getting James Cook in the 4th is an absolute steal. I don't even think it's a question. The guy's playing for his money. James Cook's playing for money, and James Cook doesn't play around when it comes to money. Oh, this is shaping up to be one of my favorite squads so far. This is one of my favorite teams so far. CMC, Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison Jr., and James Cook. That's a good squad. I'm fucking with that. I am liking that. I am liking that a lot. Hendon Hooker, higher than 18.5 rushing yards. Keandre Lambert-Smith. I hate taking. Listen. I'm not a genius. I lose a lot of the picks that I make. I'm not very good at it. I can't lie. More times than not, I lose my money. But I do not like taking the more on picks when it comes to the preseason. I do not like it. It's usually a very safe bet to take the less. But whether you're taking the more or the less, go use code TCO on Prize Picks or Underdog, because on both of those, you'll be able to make some picks on the preseason. What's the other thing I was going to say? Oh, somebody was asking if they could still join the league. No, not today. There is no more spots today. But if you want to get into a league with me, come back tomorrow at 7 p.m. We are going to be drafting all night from 7 p.m. till the lights turn off. We're going to be drafting all night. And, yeah. So if you want to get into a draft with me, tomorrow will be the day to do so. And if you want to get ahead of the game, head on over to Underdog, use code TCO, and sign up. Sign up for Underdog. Use code TCO. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. And if you want to watch the draft that we're currently doing, go on over to Twitch. We got a better camera over there, 4K camera. We got this showing the draft over there. We got much better stuff over on Twitch. So head on over to Twitch. Head on over there, because that's where we got the goods. What fantasy football app do you use? I use ESPN, I use Sleeper, I use Underdog. Underdog you use for best ball, obviously. For redraft, I typically use ESPN. And yeah, ESPN's a little basic. Are they a little behind on the times? Yeah. Is their software a little behind? Yeah. But I don't care. I love ESPN. I grew up on ESPN. I've been doing my freaking fantasy drafts on ESPN my entire life. I have a league with my friends, my friends from when I was a young boy. And we've been in the same league for probably 10 years now, maybe even longer. And, yeah, always been doing it on ESPN. I love ESPN. It's just clean. It's clean and simple. Yes, I know there's a bunch of people out there. Let me address this real quickly. Okay, I'm 4 picks away. Let me address this real quickly, ladies and gentlemen. The only account that is owned by the TCO Fantasy Show is the TCO Fantasy Show. That's it. The one account that I post from is all I got. I'm never going to be DMing you guys saying, hey, we got some really good picks for tonight. No, there are so many people out there stealing my stuff. And I can't do anything about it. I report them and nothing happens. I can't do anything about it. So if you get any DMs or anything from anybody that is not me, which I'm never going to DM you. There's no reason for me to ever DM like anybody directly. It's not me. It's fake. It's fake. And I've heard some people gotten scammed by these people. It's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And what's even more ridiculous is that TikTok won't do anything about it. Nobody will do anything about it. It's crazy. I report them all and nothing happens. They all just keep doing their thing. It's ridiculous. But hey, I'm the only TCO fantasy show, and I'm on the clock. I'm going to wait on that. I want TreVeyon Henderson. I think TreVeyon Henderson could be somebody who helps us out in the back half of the season. I know it's a little bit of a reach in the 5th round, I think, but I want TreVeyon Henderson. You know, the Patriots spent really high draft capital on him. He's a great freaking talent, fantastic. Was the best running back in that. Browns backfield by a long shot. We love some TreVeyon Henderson, and yeah, it's a little bit of a reach, but we're taking him there. Now, what am I going to come back up with is the question. Who am I going to come back up with? What's your thoughts on Ayuk? There's room for Brandon Ayuk to be good for fantasy. You know, there's no Debo anymore. You got players going down. It's just he's coming off, what is it, an ankle, an ACL? I don't even remember what the injury was, but he's coming off an injury. I'm not loving Brandon Ayuk. I'm not. I got to be honest. I'm not a Brandon Ayuk lover, you know. What pick was CMC? I got CMC at pick 109. What about Terry? You see, Terry I do like, but they're not paying him, so it's a little scary. These tight ends aren't going to be available by the time my next pick comes up. But these wide receivers aren't going to be available either. We're going to take Sam Laporta. We're going to go ahead and get a good tight end. Okay. This is the money rounds, baby. This is the money rounds. 7 through 18. These are the ones where you lose or win this league. Can I do picks for tomorrow's game? I did do picks for tomorrow's game. Head on over to my account. They're over there. I have it pinned. The video's over there. I have picks already. I did them. Or am I hopping on the Kyle Pitts train? I don't know. I don't know if I'm hopping on the Kyle Pitts train. Where is he? I don't even see him on here. Did somebody already take Kyle Pitts? No fucking way. Where's Kyle Pitts? Somebody already draft Kyle Pitts? Seriously? You got people taking Kyle Pitts ahead of Sam Laporta, Travis Kelce, and TJ Hawkinson? Oh, that's crazy. Pat Nation, that's crazy. Grabbing Kyle Pitts ahead of Sam Laporta, I might eat my words on that. You know, you never know. But based off the knowledge that we have at this moment, taking Kyle Pitts over Sam Laporta, TJ Hawkinson, and Travis Kelce is wild to me. That's insane. That is a bad decision. I would not do that. Just watch the CMC deep ball. I watched it too. CMC is back, baby. CMC is back. And if you guys, if anybody wants to watch this draft, head on over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. We're showing the draft over there. What do you think the new rivalry uniforms are going to be good or bad? I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be a little interesting looking. I think they're going to be interesting looking. I don't know what all these ads are about throwing they have like the jerseys in like the water. I don't know. Maybe they'll be good. Hopefully. I'd love to see them be good. We don't have a QB yet. We currently have Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, TreVeyon Henderson, Amon-Ra, and Marvin Harrison Jr. We really need to lock the fuck in here. We really need to lock in and get some good guys. Because right now, we're missing some good guys. We're missing some good guys right now. This team's taking some hits. We need a quarterback. Oh. I see something interesting that I can do. I see a few interesting things I can do. How do I think the Jets are going to do this season? I think the Jets are going to be pretty good. I'm not going to say that quite yet. I think they could be good. And that's what I said earlier. I think they could be good. I think the Jets could be good. Aaron Glenn is definitely a much better coach than they've had in there for a very long time. And Justin Fields, I think, is probably the best quarterback they've had in there in a long time as well. Sorry to Aaron Rodgers. I think Justin Fields is a better quarterback at this moment in time. But Jets could be good. But that whole division could be good. People are sleeping on the Dolphins. I understand that our secondary sucks ass, but, we still got a very good offense, and the defensive line is still very good. The Bills are always going to be the best in the division. That's not a question. The Patriots have been looking insane. New coach Mike Vrabel in there. The AFC East could be one of the best divisions in football next year, and people don't even want to talk about it. Could be. You never know. Could be. It would need another division to be bad, like the AFC South, like the AFC West, like the AFC North. One of them. Chase Brown is my sleeper RB1. I don't think that's a bad sleeper at all. He has that great receiving upside. I think I'm going to take my guy. Will my guy make it back to me, or should I take... Well, if I don't take him... What's Nuke going to do? Let's see. You're going to dictate what I do with this next pick. Chris Olave. Okay, I'm going to take Kyler Murray with this pick. I'm going to take Kyler Murray because I already got Marvin Harrison Jr. Now I got the Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. stack. That should be great. That should really help me out. And Kyler Murray's got that rushing upside. So, Kyler Murray could put up games like... I'm not going to say he could put up games exactly like Jaden Daniels, but rushing upside, man. I could have taken Jaden Daniels in the 4th. Instead, I took Kyler Murray in the 7th. We'll see how that works out. We will see how that works out in the end. But I'm hoping that my guy makes it back to me. That's what I'm hoping here. I took a chance not taking my guy, and I'm hoping and praying that my guy makes it back to me because I really want my guy. I'm not going to tell you who my guy is because a lot of the people who are in this draft are watching, but I want my guy. Dang it, I wanted Emeka Egbuka as well. That was another guy I was thinking about taking with this next pick if my guy wasn't available. I have no Emeka Egbuka shares yet. That's the thing I'm missing out on him. I want some Egbuka. I have no Egbuka. It's crazy because he's going so much higher on Underdog than he is on like ESPN or Sleeper. But I think Underdog is probably one of the best ADPs to go off of just because, you got everybody on here is paying money. Everybody on here is paying money to be in these leagues. So I think it's a really good, but probably the best ADP to go off of. My guy made it back to me. And, people are going to say, he was pretty shitty last year. He just went to a new team. He's old. He's beat up. But I love Deebo Samuel this season. I absolutely love Deebo Samuel this season because you're putting Deebo Samuel into such a fun offense with the Commanders. You got Cliff Kingsbury, who is an offensive mastermind, calling plays behind him. And I just think Deebo has the opportunity to, especially if Terry McLaurin doesn't work out, especially if Terry McLaurin gets traded or continues to hold out, I think Deebo Samuel has the opportunity to be a top 15 wide receiver. And think about it this way, too. Think about this. Deebo Samuel's rushing upside is going to be so important in this Commanders offense because who's their running back? Don't get me wrong. I love me some Austin Eckler, follower of the TCO Fantasy Show. We love Austin. We love him. But, that's a running back by committee. I think it's a running back by committee. I think even he would admit that. Oh, I was about to write Austin Eckler. But I love me some Deebo Samuel. I think he's definitely going to get involved. I think Deebo Samuel is going to be very involved in the rushing game. Very excited. Tico, what's your opinion on the Shannon Sharp firing? I have to assume that the reason they fired Shannon Sharp, I'm assuming here. I don't know the facts. I do not know the facts. Don't quote me on anything. I have to assume the reason they fired him has to be because, he paid her off. He paid her off to make sure that she didn't say anything. He paid her off, which means he more likely than not probably did something. And that's not a good look. ESPN's a big brand. They're associated with Disney. If you're associated with Disney, you can't have stuff like that in the building. Can't have it happening. Sorry. So that's why I think they fired him. ESPN can't be related with that stuff. News update today, it's out. The NFL Daily News Update is out. It's on there. Go check it out on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. It's there. It is all there. All there. All there. All there. But right now our team is we currently got Kyler Murray at the helm. Love that. CMC, James Cook, Travion Henderson, Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison Jr., Deebo Samuel, Sam Laporta. This is my favorite team so far. Trey McBride or Bowers, it's not even a question. This should not be a question this year. It shouldn't have been a question last year. Brock Bowers is the best tight end in the... I didn't know what I was going to say. But he is the best tight end in the league. The best tight end in the fucking league. That's the truth. Brock Bowers is the best tight end in the league. And you should be drafting him. I think you could draft him in the second round if you really want. I think you could. I love me some Brock Bowers. I think it's not a bad decision to draft Brock Bowers as early as you can this year. Not a bad decision. We love some Brock Bowers. What do I think of Cam Ward's Madden rating? I love Cam Ward. Don't get me wrong. I love Cam Ward. He, played in Miami this past season. But any other year, he probably wouldn't have been the first overall pick. And, Madden's got the right to do that. They got the right to give him that overall. Do I think it's a little low? Yeah, I think they could have given him at least like a 76. I mean, shit. That's probably the floor is a 76. I mean, anything lower than that is a 71. Cam Scattaboo? You think Cam Scattaboo is better than Cam Ward? I mean, that's crazy. That's wild. But, yeah, it's definitely a little too low. But do I understand where they're coming from? Yeah, I guess. Kinda. Not really, but I guess. Okay, we're back up on the clock here. Ooh. Should I go with the double stack? Get Jared Goff? Double stack? I think we need a wide receiver here. I'm going to take Keon Coleman. Oh, my God, I'm running out of time. I'm going to take Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, the only reason I'm taking Keon Coleman here is because, there's going to be weeks where Keon Coleman can catch a 45-yard touchdown, and that's going to make him a good flex for my underdog team. So is Keon Coleman going to be a great option for redraft? Probably not. He's probably going to have weeks where he's inexistent. He's going to put up zeros. But in best ball, that's okay. We can deal with that. He's going to have really high highs and really low lows. That's okay. What am I writing here? Keon. And he's from Florida State, baby. Fear the spear. Okay, now we're back up again. Ooh, I can grab Mark Andrews. I can also grab Dak Prescott. Ooh, I can also grab Dak Prescott. That's a tough decision. Damn it. I'm going to take Mark Andrews. Just because I can get another QB of Dak Prescott's level a round or two from now. I can't get another tight end of Mark Andrews level another round or two from now. So we're going to take Mark Andrews here, make him our tight end too, in case Sam Laporta gets hurt or, maybe Mark Andrews just has a really big week and they throw him in at my flex. It's okay. Mark Andrews is going to have big games. I like having him as a tight end too for us. That's not a bad pick. Now, we're feeling a little weak at two positions here, both quarterback and running back. Those two positions we're going to have to start, shooting for the stars. We're going to have to start shooting for the stars. By the way, who is in this draft? Name a player for an edit. Who's on my team? Let's see. Who's on my team? That's fun. I feel like I want a Marvin Harrison Jr. edit. Here, I'll give you even a clip. Oh my goodness, Marvin Harrison Jr. That was fucking cringy as shit. I missed the draft. Yep, you did miss the draft, but it's okay. 12NC! 12NC, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Ooh, somebody make me a Jackson Smith and Jigba edit. I love me some Jackson Smith and Jigba. I love some JSN. I love Jackson Smith and Jigba. Make some edits. I'll repost them. W player, and great job. Thank you. Do you think Godwin will be good this year for fantasy? No. I mean, not no. I think it's going to be a really tough time getting Chris Godwin back. And I think Emeka Egbuka is going to be a lot better than people want to admit. I think Emeka Egbuka is going to be very good. I'm very excited for Emeka Egbuka. Very, very excited. Very. We need a quarterback. We need some quarterbacks. There's plenty of good quarterbacks still. Plenty of good quarterbacks. How do you feel on Zach Moss being released? I could give one shit less. It just means that what Zach Moss being released means is that they thought Taj Brooks was better than him. And honestly, that's not crazy. Mike Evans, another 1,000-yard season. I like to think so. I like to think Mike Evans could put up another 1,000-yard season. Hey, if you're watching on TikTok and you want to see that the underdog draft that we're currently doing, head on over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. I'm showing the draft over there. You can go over there and see it. Go check it out. Who has more upside, Marv or Malik? I would say Malik. No, that's not true. You know what's crazy? I think Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors have a very similar upside and I take that back. I think they have a very similar upside. I think they have a very different floor. I think Marvin Harrison Jr.'s floor is much lower than Malik Neighbors. And I think that was on full display last season. You know? I thought Malik Neighbors was going to be better. I said that. But the real thing people don't want to talk about is how Brian Thomas Jr. is better than both of them. That's the truth. Chase Brown or Kenneth Walker? Chase Brown. I can't wait for Red Zone. Me neither. Red Zone's going to be hype. Tico, will George Kittle be tight end 1 this year? No. Brock Bowers, tight end 1 by a long shot. Not even close. You think Bucky is good for fantasy? Yeah. Yeah, people, a lot of people are going to see Bucky Irving in their leagues this year, in their drafts, and they're going to say, oh, it's Bucky Irving. Last year I took him as I picked him up off waivers. I don't want to take him in the second round. I don't want to take him in the third round. That's crazy. That's absurd. It's not. If Bucky Irving played a full season last year, he would have been a top 5 running back. If Bucky Irving plays a full season this year, he'll probably be a top 5 running back. It's not that crazy. It's not. So I really like Bucky Irving. I think people are kind of underestimating him. I think he's being slept on a little bit. I think people think he's being overestimated, and I think that's wrong. I think he's being underestimated. I think Bucky Irving's a great pick. Same thing with Chase Brown. Both of those two guys, people are going to see both of them in their drafts, and they're not going to want to take them. But they should. What's going on here? We need a running back. Najee Harris is there. I don't care about him. Trey Benson is there. Everybody now is a backup. Yeah, at this point, everybody's a backup. Let's get a quarterback. Let's get Jordan Love. Let's take Jordan Love as our QB2. I like Jordan Love. I like that. That's not a bad pick. Jordan Love, you add Matthew Golden in there as another receiver for him. You still got Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave. So many receiving options there for Jordan Love. I think he could really succeed in that offense like he already does. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you want to watch the draft that we're currently doing, same thing for the people on Instagram. Head on over there to Twitch. Better view, 4K. See the draft. It's good stuff. I mean, go over to Twitch. In a dynasty league, I have Puka and McBride. Is that bad? I mean, it really depends. I mean, it's always good to have young guys who are good, so that's not a bad thing. No, not in the slightest. What are your thoughts on the Madden rookie ratings? I think Travis Hunter's a little too high. I think Ashton Genty's very properly rated. I think a lot of them are very properly rated, except I think Travis Hunter's a little too high, and I think Cam Ward's a little too low. Bro, Tico, respect for streaming on all these platforms. Got you. Yeah, we're live on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, all over the place. You know what? There's been this one person, I don't know if they're still on Instagram. They've been saying this entire time, draft Tua. So I'm going to draft Tua for them. I'm going to draft Tua simply for them. I don't know if they're still on Instagram, but hopefully they're somewhere and they know that I drafted Tua just for them. So I love our QB room. You know, that's one position you don't want to skimp out on your QB room. Never want to skimp out on the QB room. So Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, Tua, somebody there should be able to get me a big week every single week. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. I saw you. You stayed committed. I got you. Tico, love the vids. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for just being here and supporting. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you so much. And I'm going to appreciate you even more when you show up tomorrow for our big live stream. I'm excited. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Long live stream. We haven't done one of those in a while. We haven't done one of those since the draft. The draft was a long night. Maybe I'll do shots for subs. Who knows? Maybe we'll whip out the shots for subs. Maybe. Long night. Very long night. So we'll have to see. Possibly we'll whip out shots for subs. We could do that. But tomorrow night, 7 p.m., we are streaming the Hall of Fame game and doing a bunch of drafts, so be there. It's going to be a really fun night. I'm very excited. Lagging? Sorry. Got bad Wi-Fi. I'm gifting 100 subs tomorrow. Please, come on through. I'll be here. We're going to be streaming for a long time. Mike in and out? You sure? Mike in and out? I think you're wrong. I think you're capping. What do I think of Amari and Hampton? Boy. Oh, boy. Do I love Amari and Hampton. I love me Amari and Hampton so much because, first of all, who the hell is competing with Amari and Hampton in that backfield? Who else in that backfield is built that is 6 foot, 220 pounds, that runs as fast as Amari and Hampton, that catches the ball and does everything Amari and Hampton does? Nobody. There's nobody in that backfield. That backfield sucks. Other than Najee Harris, who freaking doesn't have an eyeball at the moment, so we can't even worry about him. I love Amari and Hampton. I think he's a great pick. I think if you get him in your fantasy league, you should be very excited. You know, it might be a slow start to the year, but that's what it always is with rookie running backs. You know, there's always an adjustment to the game, and a lot of the time, if somebody drafts Amari and Hampton and it's not you, and these rookie running backs usually aren't that great over the first couple weeks, you can trade for them. Buy low. I'm going to be, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Before Amari and Hampton has that big breakout game, I'm going to be saying every single week that you should be trying to trade for Amari and Hampton. I'm going to be saying it every single week. So very excited for Amari and Hampton. I think he's going to have a humongous year. Will you be streaming Madden? Maybe. Probably not. It's going to get busy. I don't know. When does Madden come out? August 10th? August 5th? August something. I need a running back. Oh, just kidding. I don't want a running back. I want a receiver. I just saw who I wanted. Give me Hollywood Brown. I've been drafting Hollywood Brown in every single one of these leagues. I fucking love Hollywood Brown. I think yes, he's dealing with an injury right now, but Hollywood Brown's got some high upside with Patrick Mahomes in that offense. I love me some Hollywood. Yeah, I love me some Hollywood. I think Hollywood's going to be a great pick this year. Very excited. Mixon or Pacheco? Mixon. Yeah, Mixon. Can you say, blur? Ooh, that was bad. Blur, blur. I'm trying to roll my R. Blur. 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 I was trying to roll my R on it. Blur. Blur. Can't do it. Bro, he ain't... What's up? Tico, if you had an early second-round pick and wanted a running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, or didn't read the second half, is BTJ a good pick? BTJ is one of the best picks. I love BTJ. Give me Austin Eckler! I love Austin Eckler! I love me Austin Eckler. I love that guy. Love that man. Supports the community. Somebody clip that. Send it to Austin Eckler. He's the boy. Follows me. We love Austin. Fucking G. BTJ or Drake London? Brian Thomas Jr. all day. I want Brian Thomas Jr. over everybody. What's the biggest hit or miss in fantasy? Biggest hit or miss? I don't know what the biggest hit or miss is, but I will tell you one thing. A lot of people say this stupid thing that you can't win your fantasy football league in the first round, but you sure can lose it. I think that's bullshit. That's what I think. I think that's bullshit. You can 100% win your fantasy football league in the first round. You can also lose it in the first round. That's true. But you can also win it. And who's going to win you it? Well, if you got a top 3 pick, you're already in a position to win your league. Jamar Chase, Bijan, Jameer. Those are the 3 guys. I would even take Jameer over the other 2 guys. I love Jameer Gibbs. I think Jameer Gibbs is going to be the RB1 this season. I don't even think it's a question. You know, in my rankings, I had him 25 points, a whole game ahead of the next closest guy. So if Jameer Gibbs plays an entire season, I think he will 100% be the RB1 and it won't be close. Love me some Jameer Gibbs. Favorite pick this year. Got Gibbs at 9. Lucky bastard. Lucky. You're lucky. If you can get Jameer Gibbs at any point in your draft, you're a winner. You won the draft. Good job. I got Bijan. I couldn't read that fast enough. Is J-Mo good in the 6th round? I like J-Mo. I think J-Mo's a really good wide receiver, too, for your fantasy football team. And if you get him at your flex, even better. Rate this QB. It's a lot of reading. Can't read all that. Do you think Monty's production will fall off a cliff? I don't think we're going to see that same old, David Montgomery used to be such a solid RB2 for your team. He used to get you between 9 and 15 points every single week. And it was so helpful, we freaking loved it. But I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I don't think we're going to get that. I think it's going to be more of like 6-7 to like 11-12 a week. I think it's going to drop down. 11-12 is if he gets in the end zone. So I think more times than not, it's going to be Jameer Gibbs getting in the end zone. I think David Montgomery might not fall off a cliff, but be interesting. Garrett or Drake? Drake. It's close. It's very close, but Drake's going ahead, much further ahead in draft, so I guess you got to say Drake. If Cardinals don't make playoffs, is Kyler gone? No, they'll keep him. You know who might be gone? Jonathan Gannon. What's their offensive coordinator's name? God. What's his name? I can't think of his name. He'll be out of a job. Tyler Warren or Caleb Johnson? Tough question. I'd probably say Caleb Johnson. He's a big boy. He's gonna have that, and he's gonna get that end zone work that I don't think, the rest. Gannon has done everything he can with this roster. Very true, but I don't like the offensive coordinator. I don't really. My problem's not really with Jonathan Gannon. My problem's more with the offensive coordinator. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Petzel. What is his name? What is that motherfucker's name? I can't think of that guy's name. What's the Cardinals' offensive coordinator's name? Cardinals OZ. Petzing, yeah. Drew Petzing? Is that what it is? Yeah, Drew Petzing. That's what it is. Drew Petzing. I don't love him. I'm on the clock. Give me Braylon Allen. We're getting to that point where nobody can really provide any help for your team. But if Breece Hall goes down, Braylon Allen will definitely be helpful if Breece Hall goes down. Tico, will the Bengals make the playoffs this year? No. You can't listen. I love the Bengals' big three. I love Joe Burrow. I love T. Higgins. I love Jamar Chase just as much as the next guy. But you can't make the playoffs when your defense sucks. Their defense is so bad. It's great for fantasy. It's great for fantasy football. It's terrible for real football. Do you think Braylon could be an RB2 in fantasy football or regular or real football? I think he could be an RB1 if Breece Hall didn't exist. I think that's why Breece Hall hasn't gotten an extension yet, is because Braylon Allen is there. That's what I think. I'm back up on the clock here. Let's see. We got Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, Travion Henderson, Austin Eckler, What are my wide receivers looking like? Keon Coleman, Hollywood Brown. I'm going to take another running back here just so I don't have to do this again. It's going to be Miles Sanders, the guy we're going to take, because he has the opportunity to be the RB1 in the Cowboys offense. So we're going to take Miles Sanders. I like this team. This might be one of my favorite teams so far. I just dropped the cap to my marker. Trying to find it. Don't see it. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's going to dry out. That sucks. What the fuck is this fucking cap? What the fuck is a cap to this shit? Where the fuck did I drop that shit? Where'd it go? Where did it go? I lost the cap to my marker. I got a markerless cap. Capless marker. Is it crazy to say that Marvin Harrison Jr. for over 1,100 yards this season? Not in the slightest. I don't think that's crazy to say at all. I think he could easily attain that number. What do you mean by Luther Murden is the next Kadarius Toney? I just mean that he's got a lot of personality. I don't really mean anything by it. I just mean he's got a lot of personality. Very talented. Very good. Luther Burden's very good. Very good. Bucky or Josh Jacobs? Bucky. Bucky Irving over Josh Jacobs. Seahawks or Niners this year? Niners. Easier schedule. Joe Shiesty career is coming to an end. No, it's not. No, it's not. Rate my RB duo, Gibbs and Josh Jacobs. I'm not crazy about Josh Jacobs this season. Josh Jacobs is getting a little old. Josh Jacobs is getting a little old. Can't lie. Bengals D is looking pretty good. Are you good, guy? You sure you know what you're talking about? Cowboys over under 7.5. I think they have more than 7.5 wins. Amari Hampton over 15 rushing yards. I don't know. I don't know how much play Amari Hampton and Trey Harris are going to get. I don't know. I would probably stay away from an Amari Hampton pick. I would stay away from most of those guys who you don't know how much they're going to play. That's the guys I'm staying away from. I'm picking the guys who are going to play later in the game, the third, fourth quarter guys. That's where I want to make my picks. T-Law or Fields? T-Law. Not even a question. 100% T-Law. Are the Ravens the number one defense this year? No, the Eagles are. Not even a question. The Eagles are the best defense in the league. Do the Cowboys get a Super Bowl? Never. Especially not this year. Niners or Cardinals? Niners. DJU, how many yards tomorrow? If he could go negative, I would say negative. DJU, no offense. I love Florida State. I'm a big Florida State guy. Been there plenty of times. Been to the stadium. Went to Tallahassee. Almost went to college there. You know, a bunch of shit. DJU is so fucking ass. I'm sorry. DJU is bad. DJU is bad news. He robbed that school of a lot of money, and I'm surprised that he's on an NFL team. I don't know how he got on an NFL team. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. So, no, DJU is going to suck. How many new playoff teams do you think there will be this season? I don't know. 4? I don't know. It's a hard thing to guess. Oh, my God. You left my baby on the board. Dante Thornton Jr. I love Dante Thornton Jr. Six foot five, 205 pounds, and runs a 4.340. What more could you want from an NFL player than that? I think if you're in a dynasty league, that obviously carries over to year to year to year, go on your waivers and see if Dante Thornton Jr. is out there. Dante Thornton Jr. is a player you need to get. You need him. 6'5", runs a 4.3. There's no other receivers on the Raiders. I mean, who? Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers. I mean, Brock Bowers is obviously the number one target. Jacoby Myers is awesome. But there's definitely a lot of room there, unlike other wide receiver rooms. I love Dante Thornton Jr., especially in the later rounds of your drafts. And we're coming up on our last pick here. Need a tight end. Maybe I'll take that boy Oronde. Played football with Oronde Gadsden. Played football. His dad was the coach. Mr. Oronde Gadsden Sr. I'm going to take Chikakonkwo because I think him and Mr. Cam Ward could have a pretty lethal combo. Okay, I like this team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Rate this team. Get ready to rate this team, ladies and gentlemen. Listen up. Listen up. Everybody listen. I want you to rate this team from F to A. You could do F plus, F minus, whatever you want to do. Here's what we got. Quarterbacks. Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa. I love it. Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, Travion Henderson, Austin Eckler, Braylon Allen, Miles Sanders at running back. Little weak, but not terrible. Wide receivers. Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison Jr., Deebo Samuel, Keon Coleman, Hollywood Brown, Dante Thornton Jr. Tight ends, Sam Laporta, Mark Andrews, Chikakonkwo. This is the best team, in my opinion, that I've drafted so far. I think I drafted an A team. What do you think? What do you think? I think I drafted an A team. I think this team's an A. I think it's an A. A B, A minus, A. I'll take an A minus. I'll take an A minus. B, B, A, B plus, B plus, B, B minus, A. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so yeah, we'll call it a B plus. We'll call it a B plus, A minus-esque team. Okay, who else was in this draft that wants me to rate their team? If you were in this draft and you want me to rate your team, comment what your team's name was and let me know. I will rank it. I will tell you what I think. Rate mine. Felix. Let's do Felix. Felix. Jaden Daniels, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson. Love it. 3 quarterbacks I can all have. Jaden Daniels has a really high ceiling. Anthony Richardson has the rushing upside, so he could have a big week for you. Bryce Young is a good insurance piece. Like it. Running backs. Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, Quinshon Judkins, Nick Chubb. There is some... This is weak. This is weak. Let me tell you why. Breece Hall goes down with an injury. Fucked. You are fucked. You are screwed. No better way to put it. Because Travis Etienne could be out of a job by week 4. He could be out of a job. Quinshon Judkins, we have no idea how long he's going to get suspended for. Nick Chubb is a backup running back. I don't love the running back room here. I think the running back room is definitely weak. Brian Thomas Jr., Calvin Ridley, DJ Moore, Mecca Egbuka, Brandon Ayuk, Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins, Alec Pierce. You don't need 8 receivers. Are they good? Yeah, but you don't need 8 receivers. You don't. You could have stopped after Brandon Ayuk or Christian Kirk. You don't need D-Hop and Alec Pierce. You could have taken another 2 running backs that could have helped you pull you out of the hole. Tight ends, I love your tight ends. Brock Bowers, Isaiah Likely, Darren Waller. So... I hate that your running back room is so weak, but I got to give it a B minus because you drafted so nicely everywhere else. Okay, B minus. What's the next team we're going to be ranking? Jesus. Okay, Matthew. Let's see. Did I see Saint? Let's do Saint. Saint Raz. Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence. I would like to see a 3rd QB there, but Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence are 2 good QBs. It's decent. That's like a B at that position. Bucky Irving, Isaiah Pacheco, Aaron Jones, Bashal Tootin, Will Shipley. It's weird what you got going on here. It's a weird group, but I kind of fucks with it. Low-key, but not that much, though. I'll give it a B. Jamar Chase, Tedderone McMillan, Rashee Rice, Chris Godwin, Jerry Jeudy, Jaden Higgins, Jack Betts, Jalen Noel. 8 receivers. You don't need 8 receivers. Let's stop drafting 8 receivers, guys. You don't need 8 receivers. 6. Cut the line off at 6 receivers. That's it. You don't need 8 receivers. There's 0 reason you should be drafting 8 receivers. It's too many. Tight end, Trey McBride, Hunter Henry. Okay, I give this team... I liked how the other team drafted better. I think you have holes. This team's in the C's. I'm going to give it a C. I'm going to give it a C. Flat C. I'm sorry, flat C. I think you have a lot of holes with this team. Not wide receiver, that's for sure. Wide receiver ain't a hole. That's for damn sure. Captain Jerry, let's see what you got. Oh, actually, let's see Kojak. I saw that Kojak was talking earlier. 4 quarterbacks is a lot of quarterbacks. You don't need 4. But Patrick Mahomes, Drake May, Geno Smith, Russell Wilson. You got 4. That's a lot. It's a lot. They're good, but it's a lot. Saquon, Kyron, RJ, Sampson. Perfect. Good job. Good running back room. Would I like to see a little bit more depth? Yes. But your flex can't be QB. No, this isn't. It's not super flex. No. Saquon, Kyron, RJ, and Dylan Sampson is a decent RB room, though. Lab McConkey, Zay Flowers, Cooper Kupp, Rashad Bateman, Michael Pittman, Tyler Lockett, Darius Slayton. Was that 8? No, it's 7. Okay, it's a one, a little too many. Am I doing another draft? I'm not doing another draft today. I'm only doing one today. And then finally, your tight ends, David Njoku, Colston Loveland, Pat Freiermuth. This is weak. Tight end room is weak. Wide receiver room is deep, but lacks upside. Running back room has upside, but lacks floor. And QB room is good, but it has too much. So give it a B minus. Give it a B minus, maybe a B. It's not bad, not terrible. Who am I doing next? Whose team am I rating next? Whose team haven't I rated? Matthew. JJ McCarthy, Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold. Is it a little lackluster? Does that QB room lack some upside? Yes. But it's okay. It's not bad. You can get by with it. You can maybe make it work. Running backs, Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, Joe Mixon, Jalen Warren, Rachaad White. Great running back room. Best running back room that I've seen so far. Well, that's actually not true. I take that back. I like some of these other guys. It's still pretty good. Okay. Justin Jefferson, JSN, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, Jalen Naylor, is there more? Michael Wilson. A lot of wide receivers, but I like it. You got some good ones in there. Tight ends, Travis Kelce, Tyler Warren, Dalton Schultz. Good tight end room. This is a B-plus team. B-plus team. It could have been an A if you drafted a better quarterback. I don't really love the quarterbacks that we got here, so could have been better. Captain Jerry. Got to slide a puzzle piece on TikTok. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Where's Captain Jerry? Captain Jerry. Josh Allen, Michael Penix, Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck sucks. You didn't need him. I wouldn't have drafted him. But Michael Penix and Josh Allen are cool. Ashton Genty, Chuba Hubbard, Jordan Mason, J.K. Dobbins, Zach Charbonnet, Rico Dowdle. If Ashton Genty gets hurt, you're going to be screwed, but it's not bad. It's still a pretty decent RB room. Pretty decent. Malik Neighbors, Cortland Sutton, Rome Odunze, Khalil Shakir, Kyle Williams, Isaac Tisla. Like it. Jake Ferguson, Brenton Strange, Elijah Arroyo. I like how you set up the team. But I think you lack, I don't know what you lack. Maybe upside? You have safe floor. You definitely got a safe floor. You could win the league with this team. It's possible. I'm going to say it's a B. I think it is a perfect example of what a B team would look like. Captain Jerry. Who have I not done? Can I do Nuke? Yeah, let me do Nuke. Lamar Jackson, Cameron Ward. I would like to see a third guy there just because Cameron Ward's a little scary to me, but it's not bad. Amari Hampton, DeAndre Swift, Jadon Blue, Blake Corum. You need some more running backs here, but Amari Hampton and DeAndre Swift are a good RB1 and RB2. I like that. Drake London, Travis Hunter, Chris Olave, Juwan Jennings, Josh Downs, Xavier Legette, Rashid Shaheed, Pat Bryant, Ray McLeod. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, why are we drafting 9 receivers? You can't start 9 receivers. Why are you drafting 9 receivers? That's so many. You don't need that many. And then George Kittle, Dalton Kincaid, Mike Gesicki. This is good. It's a B minus. This is pissing me off. I'm sorry. Too many receivers, man. Way too many receivers. Cheryl Butler. Cherry Butler. Cheryl Butler? Cherry Butler. One or the other. Bo Nix, Brock Purdy, CJ Stroud. Perfect. Good job. Perfect. That's what I want to see out of your QB room. Perfect. Bijan, JT, James Conner, Jalen Wright, Kareem Hunt, DJ Giddens. Perfect. Good job. Wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Jaden Reed, Marvin Mims, Luther Burden, Joshua Palmer, Wan'Dale Robinson. Tight ends, TJ Hawkinson, Tucker Kraft. I have one note. One singular note. I would have rather have seen you draft another tight end than that 7th receiver. But this is my favorite team so far. This team's an A. I like this team. You have great upside at receiver, good depth at receiver as well. Good depth at running back, good upside at running back. Good upside and depth at quarterback. CJ Stroud can have a big week. Brock Purdy can have a big week. Bo Nix can have a big week. These are all good starters. TJ Hawkinson and Tucker Kraft might be a little weak, but I like it. It's not going to make or break you, I think. I think you can live with that. So that's a good team. I like it. Did I rate your team? Mdu? What's your team name? What was your team name, Mdu? Let me know. Oh, I did rate your team, Matthew. I think I gave it a B minus. I think I gave it a B minus. Here, I'll show you. Let me look at it one more time. I thought your QBs lacked upside. I thought your running backs were a little weak. I think I might have gave you a C. I love your receivers, but you got too many of them. You don't need 7. 6 is cool. I think I said C on this, yeah. But I like your tight ends. Tight ends are very good. Receivers are very good. Your running backs are a little lackluster, and I think QBs lack some upside. I don't know if you're going to be able to win the league with those QBs. I think it's going to be a problem for you. I think it might be a problem. But, hey, not bad, though. Not bad. Oh, my God. Test. There we go. It's back. Okay, it's back. I don't know why it went away. That's weird. I don't know why that happened. But yeah, I think I rated everybody's team, and I think that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching another live stream with me. If you didn't get into a league today, do not worry. You can get into a league tomorrow. Tomorrow is our big day. Tomorrow is our very, very, very big day. Because we're going to be streaming for the Hall of Fame game. 5 hours, maybe longer, who knows. It's going to be an extremely long stream, and be there. Because if you want to get into a league with me, that's where you need to be. And if you want to get ahead of the game and get into a league with me, you want to get ahead so that you can get into a league with me tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm forgetting how to talk. Go ahead and head on over to Underdog and use code TCO. Sign up for Underdog. That way you'll be able to just join a league and you won't have to do any of the other bullshit. Can I rate your team? Dylan Gates? Was your team on here? Oh, I see your team. I'm sorry, Dylan Gates. Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. I would like to see a third guy, but Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert are very good. Devon Achane, Alvin Kamara, Tyrone Tracy, Tank Bigsby, Keaton Mitchell. Love the RB room. Puka Nacua, George Pickens, Devonta Smith, Jordan Addison, Trey Harris, Demario Douglas. I love what you did here with Puka Nacua is a solid 1. And then George Pickens, Smitty, and Addison can always give you a wide receiver 2 flex play. And then you got a bunch of other guys. Jesus, you did not. How many? 9 wide receivers. That's a lot. Evan Ingram, Jonnu Smith. Little weak at the tight end position. I'm a little worried there. But Evan Ingram and Jonnu Smith are good. I just wish there was a third guy. I wish you didn't take Jalen McMillan and took a third tight end. But still, this is a good team. A-. Good job. I like that team a lot, actually. Not my favorite one that we did, but good team. Okay, so I'm getting out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Head on over to Underdog. Use code TCO. If you want to make some picks for the Hall of Fame game tomorrow, head on over to Prize Picks and use code TCO. What else? Hall of Fame game, 7 p.m. We're going to be here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's the time we're streaming. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you so much for watching another one of these. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, on Twitch.